Live. Gotta go.
To give yourself away to somebody that ain't fit to be in a bed with you. Have no thought of responsibility. He just wants pleasure. And after the pleasure is taken, you're like a piece of toilet paper. He throws you away.
Talk that shit, Farrakhan.
You deserve better. And you should demand better than that from any man. And when you give yourself to that man, that's pro-choice. I choose to lay down with this man.
We got ladies on. This for the ladies.
Showing himself to me to be worthy of what I have to give him.
Yeah.
Talk that Farrakhan. Hold up, we going straight in. You know what the vibe is. You know what the vibe is. Let's run that thing. Let's run it.
Yes, sir. The epicenter, baby.
And you know what it is.
Girls like Sterling, King BRIL
Done it again.
$200 bottles of Casamigos. Pour up a little drink and put it on the TV.
We got the icons. We got the icons on.
Somebody buy a drink. Somebody buy a drink for the lady over there in the yellow dress.
Somebody get India a drink right now. What we talking about?
They told us section 4 wasn't tipping a bartender.
And just like that, we live, man.
We live. What's happening, man? Welcome back to the Epicenter podcast. That's DAEPICENTRE. That's the British way, in case you didn't know.
The UK way.
You know what I'm saying? The voice you're hearing right now is none other than the voice of Sir, Your Highness, Mr. King BRIL. And I'm here with my dog, the greatest co-host in the world, Mr. Girls Like STERL.
Yeah, buddy. Greatest in the world. Girls like STERL. Know the vibes.
Amen. And we got on some special guests today, man.
Air horns for them. Air horns for them.
Some might say these ladies are iconic.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, ladies, man, we have Lex and India from the Iconic Podcast, man. What's up, ladies? How y'all doing? What's up?
We good. How are you guys?
We got y'all in the building.
Man. For those of you that didn't know, man, we actually just shot an episode with them over at the Iconic Studio. You know what I'm saying? We played our away game, and now they're coming to visit us.
Now
So
they at
they're
the
playing
home
away
court.
game. Exactly.
Yeah, y'all got
man.
the home court advantage this time.
You know the vibes.
We
You
gotta
know what
buckle
it
up.
is. Get right. Get right.
Yeah. How you feel? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling?
We're feeling good.
We feeling real good.
Real good.
On this
Is the experience good?
Yeah.
Has
The
the
experience is top notch.
the experience?
Okay,
You know, it's the
I'm here for it.
hospitality.
The hospitality is gonna hit every time.
You feel me?
You know?
You feel me? Hell yeah.
Okay.
How you doing, Sterl, man? You gotta
I'm
ask.
good. It's pod day.
Pod day.
Look, you know what I'm saying? We ain't podded in what 3-4 weeks?
Shit, 4 weeks.
Yeah, about a month. But we back like we never.
They
left,
don't know
man.
that, of course.
Yeah, they don't know that.
They
but
don't know that.
Sometimes as podders, you got to take time, self-care. You got to relax. You got to do your thing for a second. But we back better than ever, man. It's good to be in the building with the icons.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
One and only.
Absolutely. With two ladies who actually understand the struggle and the triumphs of podcasting, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
This shit
Right.
might look good. This shit ain't easy, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, we be running around like Tasmanian devils for like the first hour
Like
before
my
we actually
granddaddy,
get shooting.
like my granddaddy used to say, like a chicken with your head cut off.
Literally.
Yeah, legit.
Literally.
It's a lot that goes into it. Same when we came on y'all. It was good to just come and sit
Right,
down.
and relax.
It's like, y'all want some deli on? Yeah, we'll take that.
You want
Watching
fruit? You want crackers? You want some
Right.
cheese?
Yeah, they
I'ma
treated
set up
us
this
well.
camera real quick.
They
Like,
treated
yeah.
us real well. We had
Exactly.
fruit. We had little sandwiches. We had some deli on.
You know, not wishing bad, but it felt good watching somebody else struggle with the camera. I'm like, I know how that feels. I'm just sitting over there eating grapes, watching India play the camera. I'm like, man, I feel good on this side. Being
the
a
other
guest
side.
for a chance, man.
But that took trial and error though to get to that point.
Facts.
Of course.
Oh,
Facts.
okay.
That's what they don't
Facts.
see.
They don't
And,
see
and,
us.
and we
don't
knew
see.
who was coming in the building. You know, we had to give it to you right away. You know,
Okay.
we had to set it up right.
Claps
You
for
know,
that. Claps for that.
Yeah, so let's talk about it, man. What else? How has been your journey from podcasting or in podcasting? Would you guys say? Speak about that, like the struggles, the start. What made y'all start
The
podcast?
inception.
The
as we like to say.
inception of the Iconic Podcast.
And then the icons were born.
Right. How did it start? Where did it come from?
I'm gonna let India answer how it started because it's really all up on her for real, for real.
So I kind of came to me in a dream, y'all.
In a dream?
A couple years ago.
Okay.
A couple years ago, I didn't know what exactly it was gonna be. I just saw the logo and I was like, "What is this gonna be?" I kept trying to make different business ideas out of it, and it just never worked out. So fast forward to last year, I just reached out to someone and they were like, you know what? I've been wanting to start a podcast. And I'm like, bingo, that's what it's
what it
supposed
is.
to be. And then we all linked up and it just birthed Iconic, and it just worked.
Y'all knew each other previously, or?
Yeah, so it's actually a funny story. I met India when I first moved to Charlotte, like 7 years ago.
Okay.
So India was doing my eyebrows and lashes when I first moved here. So in between then, we built a little bond. She was cool. I was like, oh, she a boss babe and she pretty. Oh, well, I love that.
Connection.
You know,
Let's go to brunch.
that's hard to find. You know, it's hard to find another Black woman that is willing to share her knowledge and allow you to have a seat at her table and be willing to be like, oh, I did X, Y, and Z. What do you need help with? So I found that in India, which is hard to find. So a friendship birthed out of a business.
Don't start crying too early, y'all.
Don't start crying too early.
I'm holding.
They got so much, girl.
They gotta wait at least 10 minutes before we cry.
Okay.
We gotta make sure they locked in.
Okay, good. Well, that's what's up. So then y'all came into the game. How was it at the beginning of podcasting?
Oh, at the beginning.
Oh God, yeah. Tell us the real. Tell us the real.
At the beginning, it was really fun.
Okay.
Like, you know, you're trial and error. You're trying to figure everything out.
Right.
Oh, girl, what we wearing? What's the looks we giving on this episode? We dressing up. We being casual.
Got you.
What kind of angles do we want? Where do we want the audio? So trying to figure all that out. What topics? So at that point, it was not just a business. And I feel like that is where a lot of people go wrong. You got to do it business minded, even if you're working with friends.
For sure.
So I feel like the biggest thing is knowing when to separate the friendship and when to separate the business.
Okay.
So I do think there were some things we could have done differently. So it became a let's hang out all the time, which was cool, but that intertwines with business as well. Right. So you got to stay focused with your task at hand. Right. So for example, we'll be like, oh, let's get some content done for the episode. And okay, y'all want to get something to eat though? Like, so, you know, just staying focused is the biggest thing. Because again, friendships were birthed out of that as well. So just staying on task. And then transitioning to once we found the spot that we wanted to record in. So learning the ins and outs, being on time. Like, it's just a lot that a lot of people don't get to see. They just see the cute stuff.
They just see the cute stuff.
They just see the cute stuff.
Like,
so.
oh man, y'all got them up there, don't you? That's got them up there. That's all they see, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Man. It's actually not our first rodeo starting a podcast, man. Right. We had one in the golden age, I would say, of just becoming an online creator at the beginning, at the top of 2020, right before the pandemic and everybody went in the house and whatnot. Yeah, we had a pod. We was on episode 2.
I don't even know how we came up with creating a podcast.
Nah, it was Ben's idea. It was Ben's idea.
Okay.
And we both had the resources to know how to
the experience.
Production.
Right.
It was at his crib, and we just we can put a vibe together. We gonna do it. I think we had we had one camera, just some mics put together. I had an old Scarlett, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We shared a microphone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We was recording on the garage band. Yeah. Like we had, you know, we went through it, but we had a fire couple episodes. It was good. Fire. We started off hitting, and then COVID hit.
It? Okay, so COVID.
Yeah, and we had to do the what was it, the separate thing the stay at home thing, the stay at home order. So we all just had to stay at home. So it's like, man, we can't pod, we can't do this. But we would have known, we would have just kept going. We would have been 200 episodes in by now.
What? Our first episode got like 600 views, I think, man. And like our homeboy, shout out to Ben, man, if you watching, bro.
Shout out Ben.
We used to shoot him at his apartment. You know what I'm saying? We used to shoot him at his apartment. So he moved to Raleigh, and then pandemic, we was like, it's done. But then we started back up. STERL, hey man, let's get into it, man. And the ball hit pretty fast. Like we probably, I think I called you talking about the pod maybe January 11th, 12th,
something like that. Yeah,
first episode, the 26th. Like no, fuck it, I got all this.
We started right at the top of the month, but we big podcast fans too. So we watched podcasts, we was listening to them, and it was just like we just need to get back to it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it wasn't a lot of other podcasts in Charlotte, you know, before we heard about y'all and some other people. So we was like, shit, we in a lane of our own for it. We can just go do it. And boom.
It went crazy ever since then.
We didn't stop.
Ever since then, man. But so ladies, tell us about going into the podcast. We understand, you know, the struggles you had. What was the first victory, yay, we did it, that you felt like, okay, we're actually starting to see some type of the wheels churning?
The video.
Honestly, we on the same page.
The video.
Our launch, we didn't say what we were. So we just put out a promo video with Iconic, and it just went crazy.
Double tap.
We got what, 35,000 views? Yeah, we got like 35,000 views off of that. We didn't even say what it was.
Oh, when y'all was like the top of the parking garage.
We didn't even say what it was.
That got us a lot of leads though. Actually, an episode that we did with Anthony O'Neill, that video got us caught his attention. It was like, hey, I want you guys to come on. So it worked out for us.
That pretty fast after that.
Yeah.
Man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. What would be ours if you had to say? What was our like?
We made it long.
We got something here.
Let's see. I mean, No Limit Larry episode was definitely like a Charlotte win. You know what I'm saying? Having him on. But before that, I would say like, I don't know, the Ferragamo episode.
Oh my God,
was big for us. The twins. We just was hitting a lot of people. You know, we catching fruit flies.
I caught on. Goddamn, wax on.
But yeah, just I mean that episode probably with the twins was big. Nah, we'll go back. Jazz episode.
You know what? Jazz episode. But
that was our Valentine's Day episode.
Our cams.
I did see that. I did see that. That was a good episode.
The
cams, because we had a little struggle with our hardware and whatnot.
Right.
And we just decided to cut that hardware and so they could see that quality. And then they were like, "Oh man, I see y'all podcast."
And that's what most people say when they say, "Oh, the quality in y'all podcast is like unmatched." You know what I'm saying?
That's the biggest thing. That's such a key. If it ain't clear, I ain't watching it.
Right,
Bro,
right.
listen.
I'm the same way. So we was like, we gotta have that.
It went from me hitting niggas up like, "Hey man, would you be on the pod? Would you be on the pod?"
Yeah,
niggas were like, I'm you one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
2 weeks later, it was like, "Yo man, y'all gotta have me on the pod." I'm like, man, we got a long list of people on the Rolodex, man. I catch you in October or some shit like that.
Well, it's a blessing to be here.
Right. We are honored that we made the cut.
How did y'all decide to bring us on?
Yeah.
What was that discussion
So after
like?
the live, after we had our first live podcast show, we talked with Kayla. So she came out and did some video work for us for our first live.
Okay.
So after that, we were on social. And I was like, we need more guests. And then I linked with you at Mad Miles. But we had already discussed it. So that's why we were like, oh, wait, these are the same guys that we were talking about. I was like, okay, cool. So it literally just worked out perfectly.
So Kayla was definitely like one of those moments too, because she was one of our first women guests were like reoccurring, just like most everybody had like a business or something they were going for, but hers was just like, come on and just talk current events with us. So we had her on, and that's, like all of ours have been like, you know what I'm saying, like going up.
I like Kayla's Corner. I like it.
Kayla's Corner?
You know what I'm saying?
Kayla's Corner.
Butterflies and rainbows and shit like that.
Yeah.
Ice, what's the powder pearl girl shit? Ice Spice and
everything nice.
Sugar Spice and
Sugar
everything
Spice.
nice.
Sugar Spice. I don't know what
we
the fuck I
90s
got.
babies.
Ice Spice.
We thinking about Sweetie. Everything icy.
Everything.
Speaking about Sweetie, and all that, we're gonna just jump into a topic. This first topic is somebody that close to the pod. They suggested this because they wanted to know, and I thought we have you lovely ladies in the building. So who better to answer this than you guys, right?
Right, let's get
Lean
into
back
it.
and get into it.
Get into it. Let's get into it. All right. What does it take for a guy to say, "Hey, I want to fly you here," or "I want to fly you and let's go to this place"? What does it take for you to say, "Absolutely, send me the confirmation.
Send me the details.
I'll be on the flight"? What does it take? Who does he have to be? What has to occur before, after? What
He
stage?
must be an icon.
Must be an
Period.
icon.
That part, you gotta be icon. I would say
Because y'all know that this has probably happened to y'all.
Yeah.
This is definitely happening.
I think this happened in real time. Not to put business
Yeah, not for
in real
sure.
time. I won't say who, but in real time, this
I
just
won't say
happened
who.
to
You know what I'm saying?
to one of our lovely icons. But what
You know.
give yourself up.
For me, I have to be. There has to be a connection.
Okay.
Like I have to be able to feel your energy and
Energy.
your energy. Like for real, we have
Vibes.
to, we have to have a certain vibe. Like I really want to, and if I want to get my own room, I don't want to feel pressured to do anything. Like it's not just gonna happen because I want to fly you out. Like I'm not impressed by vacations or anything like that. Like we've been there, done that. So if I'm flying out to you, then it's because I really want to chill with you. I really want to vibe with you, and you're not able to come to me or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm not impressed with the let me fly you out and nah.
And I feel like there's also this mindset that fly you out is always a first time meetup.
Yeah.
So flying somebody out isn't always we ain't met before yet.
Right.
I'm not gonna be a Lifetime movie. Okay. So I'm not flying out to you and end up in a suitcase. We're not doing
Yeah,
that. We're not doing that.
You got to know the person a little bit.
Yeah, so it ain't no first time meetup fly out. I would
Okay.
never do that.
Okay.
So it's got to be a
Times have
series of
changed.
talking, exchanging energy,
exactly.
and
Like if
vibes.
you really live in a different state, like I gotta get to know you. We need some FaceTime dates.
Some
Like,
FaceTime dates.
Something's
so,
gotta happen.
So what if you met somebody and he leaves in Callie. You've been talking to him for 2 weeks. No, social media is real nowadays.
Right,
Social media's
right.
real.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
you've been talking for 2 months, but you've never met him in person. Would you fly out then?
And he passed the
I'ma
social
say-
media,
I'ma say no.
background check.
I'm gonna say no. In order for me to fly out, you gotta fly to me first.
Okay.
Okay, so what
You
I'm
need
thinking.
to come see me first.
So what I'm thinking
come
is
be
though.
in my territory.
What
where
about
I
we
feel
both
safe.
are going to Miami or something?
Oh, vacation
that.
fly
I
out.
would do that.
That's what I'm talking more or less.
Yeah, I would do that.
And
Okay.
he got to
Yeah.
buy 2 rooms.
Yeah, or I'm gonna get my own.
Yeah,
room.
if we've never met,
Yeah.
then I'll get my own room too.
Yeah,
like I
facts.
just don't want to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So he can't do the queen and with 2 beds. That's not. He can't.
Queen with 2 beds.
Not a
It's got to be 2 separate.
now, if you're vibing with somebody for months or whatever the case may be, and then you meet up and you find like, okay, he cool. I'm like,
that's
cancel
my
my room.
Is it a joint room?
So you got to
or
get
are we in
past
same
the
room?
social media check, then the room cancellation.
The room. I know he happy. Nigga happy. He like, oh shit, I canceled.
We up. Okay. So then when y'all get there, then everything is cool. It's a vibe.
Yeah,
You vibing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Everything got to be smooth sailing. Like it just got to be a vibe.
Okay.
But there's got to be some communication prior to.
Of course.
Okay.
Ain't no, oh girl, you want to fly me out? I'm gonna go
Right.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Was
that's
it home?
no,
Was it ever like that where
Right.
you're a little bit more excited
'Cause
to
the thing
get
is-
flown out?
We always
Yeah.
speak to ladies
Like
that are a
there's
little.
always that time where you feel like you've reached a certain caliber of a man that you haven't dated before. So there's always going to be an excitement of, is that a blue check next to his name? Who is that?
Oh,
is that who I
well,
think it
me and
is?
STERL know nothing about that from that side of the coin. So please tell us.
Yeah.
Please tell us. Please tell
I'm
us
just
about.
saying, every girl that has experienced that, of course,
Uh-huh.
it's something exciting. You're like, oh, how you see my page? How you find me? What? How did we get here? So of course, there's always going to be that. But once you get past that, it's like you put your pants on just like I do. And a lot of people fall into the mindset of, oh, you're a celebrity. You probably suck and have a terrible personality, so it really doesn't matter.
Y'all seem a little like emotionally intelligent. We always speak to the ladies
Yeah.
that have reached that peak of like y'all already know
Yeah.
what's going on. But
Yeah.
prior
Need
to
somebody
that,
childish up here.
right. We need somebody. Prior to that though,
Yeah, no,
were y'all
I mean,
thinking those things? Were y'all like shit? We just gonna go. I'm gonna
See, this be like, I don't
Yeah,
fuck with him. We gonna go.
if you're looking to just have fun, or if you're open to just have fun, then getting flown out is fire.
Yeah.
Because
Right,
you know
right,
you
right.
just want to go have fun for the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
do whatever you
It
gotta
is what
do.
it is.
Yeah, go shopping.
What happens in that
whatever.
area stays in that area.
Exactly.
And I'm back home for work on Monday.
Right. Back home.
Yeah.
What a story to tell. So tell us about obviously, you know, there's this whole connotation with vacations, and some people automatically assume that means I'm about to just flat out smash these people.
Yeah,
Some people, some guys have that, you know, that poise to be like, you know, it's whatever. So I ain't tripping on that.
Right.
I'm not gonna ask you about that specifically, but I'm gonna ask you about, has there ever been a time where the setup, everything has been perfect, but the guy talked himself out of their box, quote unquote? Like I
unquote
was about
box.
to open up. What was it? What Jenna said? The velvet rope. I was.
Or you texting your homegirls like, yo, should I do it?
Should I
Like,
do it?
I'm back. Like he
And
checked all the boxes.
And
Like,
then he say some shit, and you just like, oh hell, no. Hell no.
There's definitely situations where a man will say something so dumb at the
Right.
worst time, and it's like
Like what? Like what? Like what?
it could be anything. Like, dang, I'm now trying to think of an example on top of my
No,
head.
give us,
basically when it
give
gets
us a real live example. The one that you're thinking about, you're trying to go around it. Give us the one that happened.
right.
I think when somebody puts pressure on you to do something,
pressure.
it's like,
Yes.
yeah, nah, I don't want to
Okay.
do it.
All pressure
Yeah.
ain't good pressure.
Just let me
Right.
let me do it. Let me give it to
pressure.
you. Don't
Like when
keep
you try to,
bugging me.
yeah, when you trying to initiate it and then you keep pressing that button, it's like,
You know
Sir.
they say. You know
It's
they
impressed.
say sometimes the best way to get it is to act like you don't want it. Sometimes, no, in certain situations,
Reverse psychology.
Our producer hitting us with the.
yeah,
Right.
when you act too pressed, it's kind of a show your interest. But
right.
once we know that you're interested, allow us to kind of.
Yeah.
Not
It's
too
got to
much.
be mutual. I just feel like you know when somebody
you
feeling you
Right.
without
Right.
doing too much. You know.
Yeah.
Like there will be certain things that are said, a play on words. Oh my God, like a quick tap. Like
Gotta
there's
be-
small things that you can pick up on to know if somebody feeling you or not. So
And
if
we
you
Perfect,
see
perfect
me,
example. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
Perfect
good.
example with men. Like a woman can be like, "Oh yeah, I like this bag, babe," if she keeps saying it, it's like, I heard you. I don't need you to keep saying the same
Perfect
thing.
example. Perfect example. Yes, like.
So if y'all ever had a situation where like y'all are with someone and they're not particularly your type, or they don't look the way you would want, like just you know, we were sort of talking about off camera, like those situations where you're not really attracted to the person, but you still go out on dates with that person.
Yeah.
Like with a nice guy.
I've tried it.
Yeah.
It wasn't my cup of tea. I'm very big on personality.
Okay.
So if you got a great personality and we vibe, okay, what's up?
Let's get specific. When you say personality, I hear a lot of people say great personality. Let's put some adjectives behind great and not great.
Like, can we goof around? Can we have a good time?
Sense of humor, okay.
I don't like everything to be so serious. I already got to do that all the time with work and everything else. So if I can really be myself around you like I am with my homegirls, we about to have an amazing time. So if we can key, if we can bounce business ideas off of each other. Like, are you goal oriented? Things like that. I need to know that I can let my hair down. I don't want to feel like I'm on a job interview.
Okay.
So that, okay, what's up?
That can circumvent some of the other stuff that you might not be initially attracted to.
Exactly. So,
India, what are some kind of qualities or adjectives that you would say is a great personality? You know what I mean?
What are you looking for in an iconic man?
Iconic man. What makes him an icon?
I like calm, chill, mature, God-fearing, somebody I can grow with, somebody I can learn from. Yeah, just teach me some things. Like, I like someone who I can look at and be like, oh, how'd you do this? And he shows me, like, I like to
teach you some
educate it.
things.
Yes.
What about that calmness? What does that calmness do? What does that do?
I'm a calm person, so I don't need you to be combative. Like, if we're having a discussion or a disagreement, I don't need you to get super upset and yell. Like, no, because then I'm gonna shut down and be quiet because I don't argue.
That's crazy. Because they normally say like opposites attract. So normally you see like a chill guy with like a girl who's like the life of the party and she's lit attention. But you see a calm girl. I don't know when you see a calm woman. Do you normally see like a guy that's like lit,
loud?
Yeah, lit and loud. Do you normally you see that? Y'all see that?
I guess.
But I mean, I could date as long as he knows how to turn it off.
Okay.
Like if we're out and he wants to go. You know, which I can't even see myself dating somebody like that. But I don't know. If we're out and he's more talkative than I am, then cool. But when he comes home, like if we're having a conversation, he knows how to listen. Or if we're having a disagreement, he's not combative, argumentative. Calm is very necessary for me. But yeah, I've dated people who aren't my type because they have those qualities. I feel like, you know that saying, you can grow an attraction for someone. That's true.
It is true.
Because, you know, you've been dated all the pretty boys and the fine ones, and sometimes they're not giving what you thought they were going to give. Some of them do. some
do. And some, you can leave them where you found them.
We needed that money bag yo sound for that. It's the one who was like, I should have just stayed liking your pictures and shit.
No.
Hey, it ain't what I thought it was.
So we're talking about that. That sort of gets us to dating. Best and worst dates.
Ooh.
Best and worst.
I'm gonna start with best.
Ladies. Okay.
I'm gonna try to pick which worst. Okay. Best.
Pick which worst. God,
which worst? Jesus Christ. Come on, brothers.
Come on, brothers.
Best date.
So the best date, it was a surprise. I was just told get dressed as if and put on work.
They love that.
We do because it's rare that you get told that. It's rare that I'm not going to know what's getting ready to happen. Most women are very inquisitive, so we already done put context clues together. Right. So to actually have a surprise be put together, it's like, oh, now I'm thinking what we finna do.
Just that little,
like when you guess
the wheels are turning right now. I'm getting excited. Like, oh, okay, it could be this, it could be that. What we talked about last week. But he told me get dressed. Active wear, so I was like, all right, bet.
Oh shit, that threw a loop in there right there. I don't know where we going.
I was like, we about to go boxing.
We going to Mad Miles.
We going to Mad Miles on a Tuesday.
I just want to bring you out here with Mad Miles.
You see all the beautiful black people out here, you know, all the melanin. So he came and picked me up. We drove for like 30 minutes, so that's what threw me for a loop because I was like, all right, bro. Where we going?
End up in that suitcase.
End up in that damn suitcase.
I was like, all right, well, got time.
Right.
So we actually went to a winery. And he rented out a tree house that was at the winery.
Aww,
so we did the view. We picked the wine that we wanted. He had his portable speaker. We went up to the tree house, looked over the vineyard, and watched the sunset.
Time out. This nigga, what? This nigga rented out a tree house.
What a thing at?
This nigga was a hand clap for my black brother right here.
We'll give him
That
a
ain't
hand
a
clap for that.
fire, boy.
Everyone
What about these trees?
Really,
What's this tree? No,
Where's
say
that?
it off.
Where's that?
No. Say it off air. Say it off air.
Okay,
Both of y'all
I'll
know
give
how
it
to
to you
spot
later.
it.
I'll give it to you
We
later.
need that sauce. We need
India.
that
I'll
sauce.
give it to you later.
Best
We
date.
need that sauce.
My best date.
She said she couldn't wait on this one.
Yeah.
She asked-
My best date.
In case you're
has to
watching.
be- oh no, that's
Long gone.
yeah.
You might still be watching.
No,
That's
shout out to you, brother.
It's the homie though, but regardless,
Okay.
so,
it's the homie. Oh,
That's what we need to talk about too. Pin that. Friends after relationships.
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it's the homie. But so he literally was like, he had been asking me to take me out on a date, and I'm like, I was kind of skeptical for my own reasons, but I was like, okay, fine, let's just do it. So he had an event where he was working at a beach. So he said, listen, I'm gonna fly you out, and all you gotta do is just pack a bag with something like a bikini or something. Got to the airport, y'all. I
bag with
missed
one
my
bikini
flight.
You missed your flight?
You missed
I
the
missed
flight?
my flight. I
You
missed
missed
my
the flight?
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he was like, no problem, book the next one.
Damn.
Cool. Got on the flight.
I'm talking about black
Shout out
man.
that black man.
That's what I'm talking about, brother.
Got on the flight, got there, had a sprinter waiting for me, picked me up from the airport, took me to the hotel. He
The
met
mellow
me there.
ball or some shit.
I'm paying attention. She said he had an event.
Right.
Oh no. And no, it wasn't nowhere in the Carolinas.
No, I'm saying, but not here. But I'm saying out wherever you went.
Yeah.
He had an event.
He had an event, so okay.
They like
Anyway,
they pondering the event.
Look at us trying to put together
We know
clues.
what's
fast
we know
forward.
profession
Right,
around
no.
there. We know what's going on.
Fast forward. Anyway, he met me down at the hotel, had lunch, and then he sent me up to the room. I was like, okay, cool. Had a chef come cook dinner for me.
This nigga.
Jeez.
Had a manicurist come do my nails. Just
Oh, he was pulling out the stops for it. He was like, yeah,
Listen,
that's how we
just
living. Go
because
ahead.
I had been mentioning these, I'm like, oh, I don't have my nails done. He was like, don't worry about that. So fast forward, once he once he got to the room, I was like, oh, here we go. I already knew he was gonna be on some weird, but he knew I loved hookah, so he had a hookah. Lit the hookah.
In the hookah.
And then
In the hotel, not a firehouse.
It was
Hey, not when you that boy. Not when you got events. Not when you got events.
it was a suite, so he literally had his own room, and he did not bother me at all. He was just like, I want you to feel comfortable. I'm glad you came. And to this day, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
What city was this in?
I'm not
Oh,
mentioning
okay. Because I remember when we went to Vegas, I don't remember how much that suite cost. Shit,
A suite anywhere. It's
that
gonna
shit-
be unless you at the Homewood
that shit
Suites.
was-
I think the
Hey.
reason why it was my best date, it wasn't because of the money that he spent. He listened. Like, I told him I needed
Active
my,
listening, fella.
Yeah, I need my nails done. He got that done. I told him my favorite food. He made sure the chef cooked that. And I was like, oh, okay.
And it was
The
I
little
like
things.
what he did too, because he sent you up to the rooms like, yeah, they gonna take care of you. He ain't even press you during the nails. He let you go ahead and get pampered.
Yeah.
It was
That's what
like,
you do.
I'll meet
Yeah.
you back here at 9:00. Go ahead and get your.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Right.
That was my
Damn.
that was the best. That was yeah.
What was y'all's best date?
Yes.
I knew they was gonna try to interview us.
I knew it.
I mean, most of the days we be
done
doing.
or that they've had.
I
Which
kind
one?
of want both.
I would
That's a
want
good
both.
question.
Yeah.
Or like vacations? Do we consider like vacations and stuff like stuff? What happens on
date?
vacation dates, or it has to
I
be
mean,
like
if you went on a vacation
Yeah.
for a date, then yeah.
okay? Like we were talking about like Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was like that shit was crazy. Like 6 a.m. wake up immediately. You know what I'm saying? You go out, put your toes in the sand, leave the phones in the room, and you just all you see is just miles of just like ocean and shit. You walking up the beach.
This some
Talking
a
and
date
shit.
somebody got for you? Or you talking about you did? I'm just saying they
Yeah,
asked.
we don't know.
No,
We don't know.
This is.
Yeah.
I mean, without her vibe, it wouldn't have been a date. So you know what I'm saying? It was both of us participated. You know what I'm saying? I provided the vibe, but I provided the foundation. She provided the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
so it started off like that, and then just the breakfast, and it was a fire ass resort, and it was like that whole vacay felt like a date because it was like
That's what's saying.
I forgot the fucking post, the beautiful ass sunset. I was like, damn, I didn't get the video. Fuck. When I says I forgot, because you know when you get back, you actually wish you'd have took more pictures. Shit.
Right.
The vibe when we were there, it was so crazy, man. From the food to just walking around, you walking around like we're kind of scary, so you don't want to get too far off in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So we was out there, you know, walking around the actual real Puerto Rican part of it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Out in San Juan and around the neighborhood and seeing the different stores and how they got stuff running around there, man. And you get into a situation where we like, okay, bet we probably need to jog back towards that. You know what I'm saying? A little danger, a little good. So that whole trip was probably the best date. Because they felt like that whole, 4 or 5 day stretch was a date for real, for real. That was fire.
Look at that. You want the?
Guys enjoy dates too, ladies. Guys enjoy dates.
But I think that's you saying you initiated that.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah. We don't get taken on a lot of dates. Like, unbeknownst. Men don't get that many dates. I'm just saying.
What?
Would you feel uncomfortable if a woman approached you, if you guys were single and said, hey, I want to get to know you. Can I take you out?
I would feel like there's a catch here, especially if she looks a bit like she's like. If she wasn't like that, then I'd be like, okay, this is probably how you give it up. But if she's like, if she was like that, I'd be like, oh, somebody trying to rob me now.
Right. You gotta.
Don't worry.
It's different when that comes. You got to think about it. But mine would be Miami. Miami was fun.
Okay.
I had a 5-star hotel.
Okay.
Like the driver down there or whatever. And they, so you go up to the room and the views is just all Miami. And when it's nighttime, like it's just the same view, but like the night version.
Yeah.
The lights
And we
on the
did,
buildings
the lights on the buildings. And then we did
Yes.
I'm a Groupon motherfucker. Got on that Groupon, found the boat ride with the driver with the champagne.
Oh, nice.
So we did the night boat ride in Miami. So that was definitely a vibe. And then the hotel was just like, they had a bar in there, of course. The gym was spectacular. It was just the whole thing. 5-star hotel, how they treat you in there, and it was just the views, everything was just dope. So Miami would definitely be one of mine for sure.
So I think if we had to kind of do the average of us, considering that if we had to talk for all guys, it'd probably be the vacations that probably hit a little bit harder than just the the normal situations.
Right.
You know what I mean? So so let's get into some BS right quick. So what's the worst date? What's the worst date? You know what I'm saying?
Worst date?
Who messed it up? The worst. Like, I'm scarred. I remember this man forever for the wrong reason. For the wrong reason. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us, Lex.
All right. So I had a guy. I had been dating him for a minute. So we already knew each other. He didn't live here.
I'm so sorry.
No, you good.
Time out. We at 31. I ain't want to jump into that spill. My bad.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We going out.
Time out.
Time out. We got the icons, man. We'll be right back.
Let's get it. We back.
Yeah.
We back.
EPICENTRE, baby, and you know what it is. Girls like STERL and King BRIL done it again. Now, who they got up on
DJ
the bar?
STERL.
Watch
You know
and
the
see.
vibes.
Pull up a
Turn my
little
shit up. Turn me up.
What you say? Pull up a little drink and put us on TV.
It's my favorite
Somebody
song.
buy a black dress a drink. She look thirsty over there.
You feel me? And we back. Time in.
Make sure you tip your bartenders.
Time in. Tip them bartenders, man.
You know what I'm saying? What's happening? We back, man. We got the lovely ladies from the Iconic Podcast.
We live, man.
In the building, man. I believe we left off on the worst dates
Worst dates.
that you guys have ever been on.
Don't get these mans in trouble.
The infamous. You can say
You're
a
not
name
my
if you
man.
want to.
So it's all
not your
right.
man?
It's the worst date for
What?
a reason.
Jeez.
Shoot it up there, man.
All right.
What you got, Lex? What you
Let's
got?
get into it. So worst date. A dude I had been in. I can't even talk.
Bending. Oh, God. Bending. You heard that too? Hey, bending.
You doing the bending?
Ooh, he was doing some bending. Oh, shit.
Who's
seen
doing
that
the
clip
bending?
before?
No.
Hell yeah, the movie, nigga. I seen the whole movie. Yeah,
Oh, you doing the
that was
bending?
rough.
So you're doing the
I
bending.
said, damn.
Ain't
That
nobody
shit, I don't
bending
know why
me
he thought that shit was liberating. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so you doing it?
That's just wild. Wild. We're going to run you back.
Please.
Oh, what is
My
it?
bad. We took that whole thing.
There we
left.
go.
I'm
There
sorry.
we go. All right. So, worst date. I've been talking to this dude for a little minute, and he doesn't live in North Carolina. So he was like, "Fly out, come see me." I was all right, bet. We have been on plenty of dates before. Disclaimer. First of all, I fly out to see you, and then we go to like a vibey restaurant with live music, entertainment. Love live music. Love that.
Right.
But we get there, you want drinks, get whatever you want. I ain't seen you
I
in a
see where this
minute.
going.
I know this.
I was like, okay, cool. The check come. You want to split it? I said, I was like, wait, what? I just looked at him.
Was the check large?
No, not even.
Tell us. You can
It
tell us.
wasn't even
What was-
$100.
Whoa.
Damn.
Exactly.
What did you say to this man? You got to say something.
You said y'all been on dates before, so he paid for all the other ones?
Yeah.
And just this one was like.
This one, I was just like, I was thrown. I said, and you didn't pay for me to get here either. So I was just like, oh, okay, we'll have a conversation in the car. Maybe something's going on.
Yeah.
Like, you know how we
That's
talked
sticky.
about
That's
transparency, just,
Yeah.
you know, I don't got it like, then we wouldn't be out right now. And that's fine.
I'm
So,
just
it
asking on air.
continues.
Had y'all like moved past before that? Like what changed?
No,
like,
we didn't move past that. Because
maybe that's why.
the night got worse.
Go
No,
ahead.
I'm saying like.
Had you previously had encounters with this person?
Wait, did you
Other
have
than
an
dating.
entanglement? An entanglement.
Was it only dates
an entanglement
thus far?
Did he smash? That's what she's asking.
Did he smash it or no?
Did he?
Because then maybe he was set up and was like, all right, this is the 6th date. We ain't that shit. We splitting this. This $40 bill getting split.
They're like, hey, I'm tired of
This date number 6. I ain't hear shit.
Hey, listen.
We splitting this?
Give a handshake. Give a handshake on the way
never
out.
kisses and tells. never kisses
That's
and
the
tells.
vibe I'm
Okay,
getting.
That's
okay.
the vibe. Okay.
That's the vibe I'm
we
getting.
keep it classy over here.
That man ain't here. He said 6 dates.
Hit her with a
TGI
handshake.
Fridays, we splitting
Comma,
that shit.
however.
We
All right,
homies
you
now.
have a good day. Yeah.
We homies now.
No, y'all gotta let me finish.
Okay,
So, as the night proceeds, he was like, "Let's go to another spot. Let's
What?
link up with my
Whoa,
friends.
oh,
Let's link up with my friends." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm thinking, "Oh, your friend's celebrating something.
Right.
Cool."
Right.
No, get whatever you want. And I said, "Let's talk for a second."
How you say
Why you keep
whatever you
Yeah,
want?
I said,
Why you keep saying
let's
that?
talk for a second. It turned into, "Oh, but you big legs," and I said,
Oh, one of them. Damn.
Yeah, you the big homie.
and I was like,
Money bag.
I hate that so much.
any advice.
That's what she was.
I
damn.
hate that so much because I'm like, at that point, we've been interacting with each other, like
Right.
back and forth, seeing each other, all that good stuff. So it was just like out of far left. And I said, is this about to become a habit? Because absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's a
not.
little crazy.
So I say worst date because now you portraying something else in front of your friends as well. That's not really going on. So are you telling your friends like, oh no, she got it? That like what's happening here?
Oh, you
That's
wanna
what it
show
felt
you
like.
off,
Yeah,
so
and I was like, I don't like
She
that.
gonna pick up the tab.
Yeah, I
She
don't
gonna
like
get the
that.
tag, she
I
gonna
don't
do
like
it.
that.
You
I
ain't
am
paying
not
for all
your.
the-
I am not your sugar mama.
You ain't paying for all the homies at the birthday dinner.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
me and my
not.
boys, you know what I'm
Absolutely
saying?
not. It's especially because you're not even my man either. It's different. You my man. Oh, babe. Oh, I got you, babe. Like that. That is nothing. I'm not thinking twice. But
Right.
you're not even mine.
Mm.
And there was no
You just wanna do the
conversation prior to, and I was just like, yeah, nah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was looking for an exit point to start riding for him in this story.
Right,
I was
yeah,
like,
he
just-
he got something happened. Something happened.
That nigga went left.
And it was
left
little
again.
things. So I took that. I took the classy route. I took that as okay. You obviously are not financially where you need to be,
Right.
and for whatever reason, you don't feel like giving that information. So I just said, okay, well, we'll talk when I get back to the city. You know?
That's a mental thing. I
And
don't even-
it was just a wrap after that. I had to have a mature conversation of you can't do that like with women. Period.
Yeah. that's a little wild.
Don't have me come out here, see you, spend time, all this, and you don't got it. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
If you focusing on your business and everything, that's cool. But don't set me up with an okie doke. Like here's the check.
He said, "Get what you." He said, "Get
Like-
what you like." Yeah, we
Like,
paying
what?
for it, but get what you like.
Right?
Go ahead.
Like nah, it don't work like that. So
Jeez.
where's they?
Well, I'm curious. So you know that happens a lot with men.
It does.
Women do that to men.
Mm-hmm.
What? Exactly.
Like expect a man to do and take care of everything. But
That's true.
I don't agree with that. I think he was totally wrong. But like, why is it fair for women to come into the situation and expect a man to do everything, but they don't?
we ain't figured that out
Lex
yet.
and I are different. Like we don't mind doing that for our men, but
Yeah.
a lot of women unfortunately come in with zero anything in their pocket, but they want the man to pay for everything. Like they'll go into a steak 48 and get the whole menu, but if they were just to be by themselves, they're gonna get
They're getting a salad and
salad
water.
and
Not
water.
going to
Bring
steak
more
48.
bread to the
And you're not
table.
going to steak for it either.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's
we don't know.
that's a weird. We don't know about that. That I think it'd be. I think we talked about this. Me and T. I think so. It be the dude's fault though. 'Cause I don't think these girls be jumping out of pocket. You know what I mean? I don't think they jump out of pocket
Who?
randomly. You think they jump out of pocket like, oh,
I'm in the industry with a lot of women. They do.
They just
some women
like
do.
They say, okay, I think this is the one, so I'm gonna try some shit. Let me try some shit. Like, hey, let's go to State 40. Ain't never been, but I think he can afford it. So I'm gonna
and see what you can get.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Well, it was what we had. Come together to. We didn't know that. We didn't have that insight. We had thought that it was it's one guy that quote unquote messes up the price. And just else. Like this girl might not be used to this, but she's been to Del Frisco's one time, and now
that is her bar.
That's her bar. Or you ain't taking me to Del Frisco's or Fleming's, standing there. You know what I'm saying? And you can kind of tell when it's the energies, but we always assumed it to be always one guy that just said, "I'm gonna just
splurge."
I'm saying splurge, and now she's like, "Oh, that's what every nigga's supposed to do." You know what I mean? That's what we thought.
Worst day. You meet different men at different seasons too. Like you can meet somebody that's in a different season versus someone who's already there. But that's not to say this person might not get or surpass where that person is. So I think it depends on like the woman's intentions with that man.
That's true.
That's fine.
Don't come in with good intentions.
Yeah.
Did you say yours? Your worst?
No, let's hear it.
Let's hear the worst. Lex is ready for it.
Mine wasn't as juicy as the good one. I think I kind of had two. One was like somebody just dropping the love bomb on the very first time that we met.
Jesus.
Oh, no. One of them. Yeah. You was about to end up in a suitcase. That's what that was. That's a suitcase right there.
Yeah.
Suitcase. Look,
it was crazy. He
suitcase lingo right there.
On the phone, like, yeah, I could see myself marrying this girl. I was like, what?
Damn.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.
You know who I talk about too.
Do I?
Yeah.
Say his name. No,
say his name right now.
Say my name.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Lex know what I'm talking about. But I think the second,
It just hit.
Oh, it just hit. Damn. You had high hopes for him, didn't you?
Yeah. Sorry, my boy.
My boy.
Sorry, my boy. Sorry.
But no, I think the second one probably would be, I went to, it's kind of similar to yours, but we ended up going to get food and stuff, and then we went to Blue Olive. This was back when Blue Olive was popping. We ordered like champagne, and if you know Blue Olive and Valentine, they got like a patio area. So I'm just drinking the champagne, and I was like, all right. I don't know where he went. Right. I was like, girl, he jumped the patio because he didn't want to pay for that.
Oh my! We jumping fences now.
He jumped the patio.
I'm
I said,
the fuck
he ordered the champagne, but I was like, okay.
He didn't even want to give a warning.
No.
Did you ever hear from him again?
Yeah, he tried to text me.
Oh my Lord.
What? How did he slap? How did he,
He said he went to the bathroom. The bathroom was right by the patio. So I'm like, okay, 10 minutes go. But we had went to dinner before. Everything was good. It was his idea to go to Blue Olive.
So that champagne. Oh no!
Make it make sense.
He ordered the champaign. I was like,
maybe he was looking for his Bonnie. That was Clyde. It was like, okay, if she jumped the fence with me, I know it's
then
real.
I know it's real.
I know it's real. I need somebody that's
Listen, man, that nigga on security camera in 4K at Valentine, jumping the fence.
Of all places, you tried it in Valentine.
You know, I was about to say. I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted to try that one time. I asked my shorty. I was like, hey man, so listen. You want to try it? You want to see what it's like? Because we could pay for it. But so if we get caught, we just pay for it. But let's try to run out. She's like, ain't you in it? I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm trying to do some exciting shit.
Press your luck.
Yeah. They catch us and just pay the bill. You got me. It's like, okay, boom. You got me. You got me.
That's wild.
But okay, let's use this to transition a little bit. So we were talking a little bit off cam. You know what I'm saying, about how it is when you're a successful woman, you're going after your dreams. And the timeline of men and women are a little bit different. You know what I mean? There could be a man who's in his, late 20s, early 30s, late 30s, 40s. And, society doesn't feel like his timeline is necessarily coming to a halt, or he doesn't feel hurried or pressured or any urgency in making certain decisions. Versus as a woman, you may feel, a little bit of urgency depending on what time it is, or the vibe from the person that you're dealing with might be a little bit different depending on age or just how you experience with dating. So let's talk about men, whether they're successful or not, but being older, dating younger women, and then women who might be older, dating younger men, or just dating at different ages, period. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's more accepted when a man dates a younger woman versus the opposite. Like, I feel like women get scrutinized for wanting to date an older man. Okay. Sometimes it can become, what you want from him? You just want some money. And it's like, no, he's established. He know what he wants. He done been through it already. I feel like and it's not all cases, of course, it's case by case, but a lot of men that have already reached a certain point in their life, they feel like I've been there, done that. Like it was fun, but I'm ready to get married now. I want kids. Like I'm past all that extra stuff. Yeah. Then when you deal with men that are your age, a lot of times the maturity level just is not the same. So I'm like, sir, can we get through one conversation without you bringing up Cartoon Network or something? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, we can have them key moments, and you know what I'm saying, being goofy and all that. But the conversation is just different when you dealing with somebody that's been there, done that, and really knows what they want versus a man dating a younger woman. Oh, I just want to have fun, and they want to have fun too. So what's up? It's like,
so with y'all being what society would say boss babes, like has that affected y'all's dating? Like as far as like wanting to get married, wanting to like move on with kids and life and that type of thing. Has that affected y'all at all? Like,
honestly, I say no. The only downside I would say is that pretty much from my worst date, oh, you big legs, you got it.
Oh, you big legs.
Like it becomes that image
money back.
it becomes that image of, oh, she got it. Like I don't have to do as much because I know she's established. And it's like, well, let me give that to you. Right. Like let me cater to. Yeah, don't just expect, oh, well, she got it, so she gonna drop it. I'm not your sugar mama, okay? Like.
Yeah, not necessarily for me. I think the issue that I ran into the most was I'm too busy. Like you work too much. And really that's not the case. Like I'm literally in the shop 4 days a week. Right. So the other days that I don't have my son, I'm pretty much free. I can work from wherever I want to work. And if I'm not making time for you, I probably don't want to.
That's a fact.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So no.
With your schedule specifically, I want to know, so is it generally 4 days, weekdays that you're in the shop?
So my schedule is Wednesday through Saturday. Right now, I normally work about like 5 hours a day. So all in all, I probably work about 20 hours a week and make a really good income off of it. But I've worked hard to get there.
Yeah, establish that client base and all of that stuff.
So the years before this might have been a little bit more work intensive.
Oh, for sure. Like it didn't happen overnight. I think a lot of people see success and they're like, oh my God, it just happened all of a sudden. I literally was in church today and he was talking about that, like. You don't see the sacrifices.
Steve, what, man? Shout out to Elevation, man.
Shout out Elevation Church.
We got to claim it. Steve, we need Steve up here, man.
Steve on the pod.
We know him like coming to the not north side, but the north side period with university, man. We might got to go to the south side to see Steve.
Yeah, we're gonna do a pod of his at the church.
At the church.
That would be dope.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
We get Steve up, man.
But I always thought that was interesting. And we talked about a little bit a topic like that when we were on y'all's pod, just like the timing of being an entrepreneur and whatnot. Because for me personally, I don't have as organized of a schedule because we're a product based business, not necessarily service. Service, client hours kind of keep you, consistent to a degree. Right. But for me, it's like a lot of times it ends up I'm busier on Saturday and Sunday. Like a random Tuesday, Wednesday is like the freest day for me, for real. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the pod and stuff now. Right. So I kind of empathize with how that schedule might be, different and whatnot. So tell us about this is gonna take a left. When you guys were younger, you know what I'm saying? When you guys were younger,
living your best life,
and you dated your first experience dating like an older man. Like you may or may not have no business even talking to this man, but it's that experience. Because growing up, I remember I was that kid where like I'm trying to talk to a girl. We in 9th grade. I talked to 11th graders. I'm like, look at this. I bet we both seniors. Oh, I go with a dude on the college campus. Okay, bet. Okay, boom. We both seniors in college. Oh, the 35-year-old. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Then they hit the cap and they start reversing.
Yeah.
That cap and then, you know what I'm saying? You 30 or whatever, and I'm talking to something younger, and she might be trying to get back at you. Like, nah, you had your chance.
You had your time to shine.
You had your chance, had your time. You wanted to date Frank and Fred and all them old niggas. Earl and them. Now them niggas is washed.
Hey, them niggas is washed.
Them niggas is washed now.
Oh,
so
Lord.
I know. I think that's always interesting though. It's really just a mirror image. Like they have it, but like we said earlier, I don't think nobody ever tells them like, hey, now is the time you should be looking for a good man and try to lock something down while you in your prime, I guess you would say, or you in like the best time. But everybody, just want to have fun and you're just doing your thing. But it sort of reverses after a while. And then the man is on the other end of the stick. And you waiting to be chose to be married, like we were speaking about earlier, that type of thing. So it's just like a interesting mirror flip about how it happens.
See, I feel like my story is different from a lot of women. And from my circle, I was always the lover girl. Meaning I was always in a relationship. Yeah, I was always in a relationship. And the relationships were like years long. So I didn't really have that. I'm just outside having fun, doing whatever until I really became an adult. Like, so I didn't have I'm going on this date and then I'm gonna go with this guy. And I didn't really get to experience that.
Right.
And I also felt like being in relationships kept me out of trouble. Because I felt like a lot of my friends would come back with stories that they regretted from dating so much or entertaining so many guys. So I feel like I skipped that step, but I'm okay with that. Because I didn't want that anyway.
Now, Mother Nature is on your side. Like, you ladies still look young and jovial. You know what I'm saying? But some, like, they hitting 31, like, you look.
You look. That's
it's creeping
so
up.
y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can be 31, 32 and probably still look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fine. But some, it's like, we can tell.
Yeah, some,
It's
some
burnt out.
Time is not on your side.
Yeah.
Some capping out 27.
It's true.
Like, shit.
Especially with this new generation, they look so much older.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what's in the water? Like, looking at all these prom pictures and stuff.
Word.
I'm
Now, the
like,
proms is going crazy. The kids are going
y'all
crazy.
spending buku wedding money on prom.
Right.
I
on
can't
prom.
take it.
One night.
One night
crazy.
only.
Yeah.
Ferraris and they
ma'am.
got rollout red carpets and photographers and video. I went to I don't even know where I went. I went somewhere light and got some light food. Went to the prom and I don't know what I did after it, but like it's just a totally different day and age now.
Yeah.
Man, I can't imagine being in high school. The pressure, man. If you had them J's on, you was good. You had
Right.
that Ralph with the big horse. Oh, you big pimping. That was in high school, man. But damn, now niggas got Balenciaga.
Right, they got all this
Prada,
designer
red
on.
bottoms.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you buy a girl now? You can't even, that little promise necklace, that shit ain't work.
Ain't
Oh,
working,
yeah.
dog.
That shit don't work no more.
Walmart,
That's
that Walmart little keychain.
The matching chains.
Yeah, it ain't working no more. That
I
ain't
forgot
working
about
for
the
you.
little Walmart chain.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to Walmart and get something nice.
and a little
In the jewelry
handwritten
section.
note. That ain't
That's
hitting
it.
it no more.
Nah, man.
Jesus
You gotta come with that
See,
cheese.
My childhood
that
was
manya.
different. Like mine was the total opposite. I was like wild. Like,
That's why you so calm now.
Yeah, calm.
That's why you so calm now. That makes sense.
I was wild, living my best life, but I was adopted. And so I was dealing with like a lot of like trying to find myself. So I was 14, 15 outside trying to run around. I used to hop out the window to go to the parties. I was that girl. Yeah, I was.
That's
but,
why you're in your calm girl, soft girl era
I
now.
am. You know,
Yeah.
I was still very, it was very tastefully done. It wasn't out here being like that.
Right,
I
right,
was
right.
I was rebellious, trying to figure out who
Right.
I was,
That makes
trying
sense.
to find someone to. But now, I mean, once I hit a certain age, like 16, 17, 18, I started to be like, okay, yeah, I want somebody to love me. And it just went to lover girl.
Yeah.
But I was wanting it for the wrong reason. So then fast forward, you go to therapy, find God, and then you're a better person. But I still prefer older. Like
Still trying to get the older.
I still like older.
There's a saying, right, and it's very popular on Instagram. Well, probably on my algorithm, probably not you guys. It's just it goes. I don't want to mess this up because it was fire. It goes. Women want a man to teach them things. Women want a man who can teach them things, so she can not listen to them. She just wants the option.
Joe Budden said the closed-minded women want to be taught things.
Oh my goodness.
That's what it is.
And what I realized, and I realized what it was. Talking to T about this too. Crazy how these conversations come up. I think I figured it out. Because if you ever get into, and this is me generally speaking about men and women, if you get into a shorty ear and you talking about, hey, listen, this real estate, what you want to do is add this and put this over here, she might not be that interested in it, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something that she's not currently pursuing and she didn't ask you for that actual advice. But I think it's culturally, she wants you to teach her something like, oh, put her on to different music, take her to different food spots, take her to a different place she's never been.
Right.
It's more so teach her about experience. Give her
Experiences.
more experience and culture, not necessarily teach her how to run up a bag, unless she specifically asks for
Right,
that. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Give me new opportunities that I didn't know about.
Okay.
Like, give me an experience. I want both
I was
of
gonna say
them.
the entrepreneur.
I want you.
No,
I'm an
Both of 'em.
entrepreneur. I
tell me
want
the bag.
You want the
Both.
bag and the experience.
Yeah, 'cause you got to
Couple
think
it.
if you have a woman that's already successful, we got two scenarios. Somebody that's not successful that wants somebody to teach them something. Okay, it depends. If she has an ambition, okay, cool. But if she's just using somebody to come up, that's not good.
Right,
But
right.
if you have a hustler over here, you have an entrepreneur over here that's a hustler as well, and you put them two together, you guys are building
crazy.
something for yourselves, like as a couple. It's not just about you anymore. If I can teach you something, like, listen, let me show you how to pray. Let me show you how to do this and that. Then you guys are doing this together. So if you know an easier way to make this money that causes less time, then show me how to do it.
Right.
Let's do it together. Let's open up a bank account together as a husband and wife, not just I'm gonna have my money over here, and you have yours. Like, nah, what are we doing together?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, show me how to get more.
More bags.
More bags.
Because then you take that money and then we'll go to Africa or wherever together, and then we'll get a cultural experience together.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Here for it.
Okay.
I like it, Picasso.
Speaking of Africa, y'all got any vacation plans in summertime? Feeling good? Well, not outside. Our Memorial Day was pissed away. You know.
Yeah, pissed
But
away.
we thank God for
days
sunshine
and days.
rain.
Right.
But yeah, y'all got any vacations coming up, man? Tell us what's the
Birthday?
What spot should
Right.
we go
Birthday
to,
girl
you know what
over
I mean?
there loading.
Yes. July 12th. I'm thinking Greece and Paris.
Santorini. That's how you say it.
Mykonos.
Mykonos. Oh,
He's
Santorini, I think is vacation.
That's hard.
Mykonos.
Yeah, Santorini. I think Santorini is more like vacation.
I was just about to ask, is this a solo trip
So
for the
right
birthday,
now,
or is this going to be a...
That you can reveal.
Put it on the spot.
I'm really trying to debate. So Lex and I were talking about going. I was talking with my girlfriends. Yay, she's thinking about going, but it's just nothing set in stone yet. So I am a solo traveler though.
But there's someone that may be able to
Meet you there.
Meet you.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
accommodate you on the
Might
trip.
cancel the reservation.
Give you some company. Cancel that room.
There's
Cancel that
always
room.
somebody that could there's
To fill that void.
Yeah.
But he got some work to do. What's today? May
He gonna have to put in some FaceTime.
he got a strong month. He got a strong month to be on there.
Only the strong survive.
Yeah, he got a strong month.
Right
You
now
gotta
it's
push it
a-
hard in June.
a girl's trip.
Yes.
Okay.
Girls trip or solo trip, right? As of now.
That's what's up. Any trips?
Yeah. Actually, in like 2 or 3 weeks, I decided to take my mom out of the country for Mother's Day.
That's fire.
So me and my
Fire.
sister are going to the same resort I went to for my birthday. It's actually funny. I went there for my birthday last year.
Okay.
Loved it with like 10 of my friends from A&T. Aggie Pride, period.
I was gonna ask if did
The
y'all go to college?
illustrious.
Yeah, A&T, the illustrious.
Okay.
We went, it was amazing. Like
That's
the
what's up.
best resort I've ever been to. So after that, my sister's graduation from high school, her senior year was during the pandemic. So she missed prom, graduation, like she missed
man.
everything.
That sucks.
So I took her to that same resort as a graduation gift.
Okay.
So me and her were talking, and I was like, I think we
Ma,
should
dude.
take Ma. And then she was like, let's do it. So
fire.
that's coming. I'm really excited for that.
That sounds fun.
what's
Yeah,
up.
really
Jesus,
excited for that.
My heart goes out to this is random. My heart goes out to all the high schools and especially the college students who
Yeah.
you were a freshman, you were a
Yes.
sophomore at the beginning of the pandemic. I'm so sorry, but you missed a lot of good
You
stuff.
did.
Man. And you can't get
yeah.
it back. I'm
Can't
sorry.
get it back.
Jesus Christ, they're gonna
Never
be the
gonna happen
wildest young
again.
adults.
Right. Young adults
Young
just got here
adults.
going crazy because that college whole phase is needed. I'm not gonna lie, it's needed.
Is it?
It's needed. Well, for men at least. I think it's
it.
needed because that's where you get through all your bullshit. And that's what I was saying. Like, not even just Omega, but just people, men in general. We need that time to go through the bullshit, and then you turn into a good man after that. Because you done it all, you done seen it all. After that, it's like, been there, done that.
And
You
I
know?
think
time for new experiences.
I think the issue lies in a lot of times. Not every man is able to kind of get near, not saying his peak, but to a high level while they're in college socially. So you might not be able to have that experience of a quality hoe phase
Right.
in school. You know what I'm saying? Like we might have graced. We seen the promised
Said we
land.
might
We saw the promised land, the land of milk and honey.
We saw the promised land. We saw the promised land.
Yeah,
but
man.
but I know that there's a lot of guys who might be 26, you didn't really have a lit college experience, but now you 26, you making 150, you've been in the
Going
weight
stupid.
room, now it's time to go
Now it's
crazy.
time to go
Yeah.
stupid.
Now,
Yeah.
what girl? Fuck out of here.
right.
I'm going crazy.
On your top G shit.
Right.
Shaking my head, man. Shaking my head.
But reminiscing.
Nah, I ain't resist.
Not too much. Not too much.
Not too much on Brill. Not too much.
Keep it cute. Keep it cute. Not too much on Brill.
Not too much.
Oh my God, man. It's been lovely having you ladies up here. Y'all got anything else? What y'all want to talk about, man?
Any topics we
What y'all
didn't
want
grace
to talk
over?
about, man? Y'all want to ask us something?
I know.
What do we want to ask the fellas? That's right. The roles have reversed.
I kind of go 3. 1, 2,
I kind of gone 3. 1, 2,
3.
3.
Yeah.
All right.
We learned that
Ladies and
at that
gentlemen,
spot.
you are tuned into the Iconic Podcast where all the icons link.
And they give us their whole shirt. It's funny when we went on y'all's and like I was like, oh, they gonna trip when they see our little like how we do
Yeah, here
our little
for it.
setup and the song
Yeah.
and but that's dope though.
I
That's
like
dope that
it.
we
I
did
like
both.
it. I like it.
Y'all the first podcasters we've had on here.
Facts to come on.
That's a first.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at us.
First.
Let's talk about our upcoming show. Let's go ahead and let's talk about that.
Let's do it.
real
Let's do
quick.
it. Let's do it. So, we wanted to bring on some people that could really get everybody lit. You know what I'm saying? That really had a presence in Charlotte. We love what y'all are doing with the podcast.
Love that.
We love the personalities too. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a live podcast. June
Tell the camera.
7th.
Tell your camera. Tell which one is
Yeah,
it?
tell the
Tell your
camera.
camera what's going on.
June
We clipping
7th
this.
is going down, Charlotte, North Carolina at Peace Pipe. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you beat us there, okay? We don't just pull up. You need to be there before we get there, okay?
For sure.
We're going to have a lot of conversations going on, and you're not going to want to miss it because if you missed the first one, guess what? This is your second opportunity to pull back up and have some fun with us. We're going to have a lot to talk about, and you might even get on stage to share your thoughts with the crew up here.
Ask some questions.
You know, we're going to get into it. It's going to get a little spicy.
This is the most animated
I was about to be like, what
person that I know right now, for sure. But no, it's gonna be lit, man. We appreciate the bring on the
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying, the reach out, and we're gonna make this pop, man. This will be our first real live. We had one and we didn't really make it alive, and we should have. But this like we setting this up. It's gonna be live. We're gonna have everything there. The people gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? The ladies gonna come out. The men gonna come out. The people that want to hear us and feel us in person, so that's gonna be dope. Dope live experience.
It's gonna be a whole vibe. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. We've been chopping it up, so y'all be on the lookout.
We were playing nice. We might go. Should we get in our bag? You know what I'm saying? We've been playing nice, courteous and whatnot. Should we get in our bag a little bit?
What the live jump?
I'm gonna wear shades that time. We might.
Yeah.
Might need to go crazy a little bit.
Here for it.
We're gonna talk about outfits, coordination.
We will. Let's do it.
We're gonna get
Here
that
for
together.
it. We got to get the optics.
The optics.
All right, the picture moments,
Yeah,
we're gonna do all that. So y'all be stay tuned. If you want to see the epicenter and the iconic ladies
The
iconic ladies
together,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
the Avengers.
I'm just thinking about it. They did host us. They were very hospitable, man. They had grapes and crackers and stuff like that.
It was lit. It was lit.
It was fire, man. We appreciated that, man.
Had to treat you right. Roll out the red carpet.
Appreciate it, man. It's
Yeah,
lit.
sure.
And when y'all have y'all's new spot, have us on.
Oh, you already
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
we
Well,
got
this
some
was gonna be a
surprises.
repeated thing, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna make this a
Next
good
time we'll come on.
situation.
Y'all come on. And we talk current events. So this is
Facts.
for them to get
All
to
right,
know
cool,
y'all.
cool,
Next
cool.
time y'all come chop. We'll talk it up.
Let's do it.
But yeah, man. Are
It's
we
gonna be fire, man.
rapping?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Ladies, do you got anything you want to say to our audience, man?
Promoting business?
You know what I'm saying?
Anything y'all want to
All
put out there real
Honey,
quick?
We love a platform, honey. Let me look back at the camera.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug real quick. Do your thing.
For those that don't know, my name is Lexis Wilson. I just opened an online boutique called the Contour Closet. So make sure you shop. We still got a
Till you
sale
drop,
going
drop,
on
drop.
until you drop. And ladies, you're not the only ones that can shop. Your men can go and buy you a fit too, okay?
Nah.
So don't be shy, okay? The Contour Closet on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever you look it up, it's going to be there. Yeah, get into it.
Yes, where everybody matters.
Let me give you the mission statement. Let me give you the
Oh,
slogan.
shit, the mission.
Okay. The Contour Closet is a place where everybody, BODY, stands out. Okay, so I wanted something for everybody.
Right.
You know,
Oh,
we're in a
everybody.
time. Right. Everybody type. You know,
like that.
we got smalls
like
all the
that.
way up to 3XL. I want everybody
For
to feel beautiful. You feel
everybody.
me? Yeah.
Got you.
You can still look snatched. It don't matter what size you are.
Factual. Let them know.
Hell yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, well, my name is India Irene. I own a beauty bar here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Specialize in wax tint and cluster lashes. We do body wax and facials. Been in business for 9 years now. So if you do not know about us, go look us up on Instagram. India Irene Artistry. Might not see me there, but you'll see my girls there.
Period.
Oh,
Lit.
Boss moves.
Boss.
Boss moves.
Well, like we always say, man, y'all are friends of the show. Obviously, y'all been friends of the show, but now y'all real friends of the show. Y'all done made it here.
We made
so
it.
anytime y'all have something to promote, put out, and y'all want our audience to hear it, let us know. We'll make it happen.
We
You know what I'm saying?
appreciate it.
Friends of the show.
And vice versa.
For
And vice
sure.
versa.
For
Vice
sure.
versa.
Live show coming soon, man.
Yes, sir. We'll be
Coming real
should
soon.
have crackers next time, man. You know what I mean? Crackers and grapes and whatnot. Man, we appreciate you ladies so much. Pink, appreciate you, my dog.
Yeah, man.
Sterl,
Long day of potting.
Another day of potting, man. We done it again, man. We back in tomorrow? No, we got next week and then we got
Next week.
Yeah,
No.
next week.
Not tomorrow.
We low key got a tour.
Yeah,
we
it's
been
about to ramp
tour
up.
a little bit, man. This is crazy.
It's about to ramp up.
But thank
Here
y'all
for
for,
it.
thank you for listening, y'all, man. YouTube subscribers, YouTuber viewers, make sure y'all subscribe, leave a comment, man. If you're listening to this audio episode, you probably want to tune into YouTube this time. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, you want to tune into the YouTube this time. So make sure y'all download the episode. Any type of engagement is appreciated, man. Make sure you tell your friend, auntie, cousin, all of that like that. And it's been a blessing, man. It's been the Epicenter Podcast. That's DAEPICENTRE. That's the British way, in case you didn't know.
The UK way.
And I'm King BRIL, and
We out, you dig? Run us out. Hey, here we go.
It's the epicenter, baby, and you know what it is. Girls like Sterling, King BRIL, done it again.
With the icons.